Thank you. So welcome. This is the community call of November in Genoa, and it would also be our last community call of 2021. We'll take a break in December, as many of us would do, and then we'll come back with the community call, first one in 2022 in January. So with this being the last community call of the year, we really would like to dedicate this call to celebrate all of the regenerative work that you and others are doing around the region. So that will be the main thread of today's call. We'll start by a round of celebrating ourselves. And then we go to celebrating our community, celebrating regeneration, celebrating the earth. And that would take roughly about 90 minutes. And then at the end, we will end with some update from Jen and Genoa. And this part we will live stream on our Facebook as well. So that's the agenda for today. And I would love to pass this torch to Karen from China to lead us into the first activity together.
Hello, everyone. Hi, this is Karen from China, and I'm going to facilitate the celebrating ourselves part. Hey, let's celebrate. But even when we celebrate, it's always with like a song or dance or something we can move. But today we share it, we celebrate it with our words, with the words from ourselves, from our heart. And following, we are going to have 8 minutes, and the king will put each one into pairs. And then that means we have a pair, 2 people in a group. And these 2 people will share something. And in each pair, we can share something you felt very joyful. That means a joy or 2 joys moment. And 1 or 2 or 3 turning points you met, or something you learned from your recent project, or some aha moments that you suddenly get insights about regeneration. So each one has 4 minutes to share, and then we will come back and we can ask Kin to do the time reminder in the groups. So please enjoy your sharing and celebrating time. Okay, Kin, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna start putting everyone into pairs, so group of 2, and some of us has just arrived, so I just want to remind you that the pair sharing guidelines is in the chat, you can see it. Okay, and enjoy the group sharing and getting to know each other. I see you back here in 8 minutes.
He's from Kenya, and I also asked him what he doing in Kenya. Mentioned that he working on agroforestry, permaculture, English class, and they have 10 nationality. So how the peoples together live with harmony with nature in that area. I got this information from my partner.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Yeah.
Masood. Welcome back, everyone. And Karen, go ahead.
Okay, I think everyone seems like not get enough time to share, right? We never get enough time to share with each other. So now it's a time for us to share some highlights you got in your pair sharing. And for this time, we have like 10 minutes. So if any of you want to share something, please raise your hand, or you can send it in words in our chatting box.
Okay, may I say something?
Please, please.
Thank you very much for creating these great opportunities to meet with my partners or peers. He's also he's from Kenya. His name is Kajosi Jalua. Uh, I got the many information from him during this discussion conversation, and I just highlighting his activities in Kenya, what he's doing there. He mentioned that they are focusing on agroforestry, farmer culture, English class, and also they have 10 nationality in that area, and they are trying to coexistence with natures, with all of these nationality peoples, how they can live together harmony with nature. So this is my learning from my peer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Please, Kajosi. Kajosi. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So also I heard from my partner Maksud from Bangladesh. He said that they are working on a forestry, whereby they are protecting the forests and also just protecting people and make people to on how they can live with the nature, and how also they can use the forest food without chemical, using food without chemical in terms of health, whereby also their project, their activity, they divided into some phases where they have green education, green, I forget, I was not just writing, but I got some points. So, but what he told me really was very interested for me, and I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Maksud from Bangladesh. Yes.
Thank you, brothers. Okay, next. Tian Tian, would you like to share something? Share some highlights? Since Tian Tian is the first time to join our community call.
Hey guys. Nice to know you guys. Yeah, I guess I may be the youngest people here. Yeah, and yeah, I'm glad to tell you I just finished my wedding last month. Yeah, it's a big kind of big thing to myself. Yeah, also to my wife. Yeah, and it's a good start for us to knew about each other, knew about the world. Yeah, we are like classmates. We learn our lesson together and supporting each other. Yeah. And I think it's a historical moment for the community I lived in here this year. Yeah. One of our members, a very important one, left the community in this year. Yeah, she's like a mother to me. Yeah, and but I also think it's a good opportunity for me, for her, and also for the community, yeah, to become better of ourselves. Yeah. So that's all.
Okay, congratulations. So it's double celebrating for you and your community and your family. Okay, so thank you. How about our Japanese brothers and sisters? Hiroko, would you like to share something?
Thank you. Hello, I'm Hiroko from Japan, ASEAN community. Today, I'm very happy to introduce our younger friends, boy and girl. So actually, this year, Gen Japan tried to promote strongly Ecovillage movement and localization movement around Japan. And then as one of the results, today I can introduce these very nice guys, nice boy and girl. So, and then actually I like Kento or Risako, please say something. May I? Okay. Can you? Okay. Please,
Yep.
Kento. Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Kento from ASEAN Network in Japan. I'm really glad to be a part of this GENOA
Yes.
meeting, and I'm really glad to meet each one of you guys. Luvian from Taiwan, and he's originally from Indonesia, but he lives in Taiwan right now. We talked more about our inner selves in the last 8 minutes. 2021 has definitely been a time where we got to face, to kind of get to know yourself, right? So I was on my own, trying to relearn about what kind of a person I am or want to be. And Luvian told me that, you know, it was a year for him to heal, to get over his past experiences. So that's basically what we talked about in the last 8 minutes. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna pass it on to Risako.
Okay. Risako, the time is up, but you can have 1 minute to share. Is that okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for today. I'm very happy to meet you guys. Yeah, Kara and I talked about very similar things as Kento's Jim did. Yeah, 2020 we had experienced unusual things, and there was a lot of changes, not only the social changes, but also inner changes. And Carla is living in a very beautiful place, and she showed me the place, how beautiful the scenery is. And yeah, we shared our inner experiences. And
Thank
today
you.
I'm very, yeah, looking forward to talk with you guys.
Arigato. Thank you. Great to meet you here, to see your smiling face. Okay, now the time is up, and at this moment, I would like to invite everyone to turning on your camera as you are doing now, and we can take a group photo. King, could you please, or DJ, can have a group photo for us, and we can show people our smiling face or some heart. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, then I will pass to next Kin.
Yeah,
will you?
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrating
you.
the regeneration. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen, and thanks everyone for your open sharing in the group chat. I hope that even though the time was short, but you enjoyed the sharing together. Thank you also for sharing the highlights of your chat here with the big group. And now I would love to transition us to sharing a little bit deeper. You already started some of it when you share the highlights, to celebrate deeper into what exactly we have done this year to nurture regeneration, to bring healing to the earth and to the people. So in order to start this round, I would love to run a poll. So maybe DJ, if you can do the poll from your end. We have prepared some questions to let you start warming up.
I'll be ready. Shall I launch it?
Yes, yeah, you'll see some questions pop up automatically on the screen, and then you can just sense into it and answer how it's like for you. So the question will be divided into 5 dimensions of regeneration, and you just tick on the points you felt like you have contributed to in the past year. So let's take a few minutes to do this. I hope that it shows up on your screen, yeah? Just let us know if it's not working.
Okay, let me come back to the sharing. Kim, maybe if you can move on for now till I figure out a way to share the results.
Yeah, maybe I think it's best to save it as photos or something on your phone. Yeah, but thank you everyone for filling in the poll, and we would move to sharing deeper into what you have filled in. The filled in is just a start. So I would invite Amina to take us through the next part. Amina, are you here? Seems like Amina is frozen for me, so I think she's might having some internet difficulty. I can go ahead and share with you. So in the next part, we're gonna get into groups and we're gonna share in details what were the activities, what were the regenerative actions that you have done during this year. Oh, Amina's back.
Can you hear me, Kin?
Yes.
Okay, super.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I just dropped out for a bit. So yes, hello everyone. I'm part of also GENOA. It's really nice to meet a lot of new friends here from the space of regenerating our earth. And as we all know that I think regeneration is a bit like being bees, right? We all have our hives and our little projects, and the most important thing is to cross-pollinate. And this is what is going to really turn around regeneration for our planet, for all of us to come together. So this session here is really to go into smaller groups once again, and to go into each other's hives and to see what has really worked for us and what is not working, and to harvest the collective honey, which is our wisdom, and then to come back and share that. And I think for all of us here, we also acknowledge that any challenges that we are facing are actually just solutions or opportunities waiting to be unlocked. And as we converse and as we share together, we will be able to heal and support our challenges and also to scale our good work. So Kin and DJ are going to again, I think, break us into rooms. And there is a new tool that we are going to use to harvest our conversations and our collective wisdom. Kin, would you be able to show it to us, please? So it's called Padlet, and it's a really cool tool.
Yeah, thank you, Amina. So here's the question for the group. It's basically sharing the practice you have done, and I'm gonna show you how the harvesting tool look like. In each of the room, we'll have a member from GENOA to support you, but you can do the harvesting onto this. So you'll see the link in the chat, and when you open the link, you'll see there's columns group with the number of the group from group 1 to group 5. And later when you're in the room, you'll see the number of your group in the top of the window. And then, yeah, just while you are sharing with each other, just make sure that someone is there to take note by clicking on the plus side here, and then there's going window pop up. And then you can take note here and then publish, and then it will show on your group column. So it's very simple and everyone can do it simultaneously at the same time. So this is how we're going to harvest, and you don't have to harvest very in detail because it's really important for you to be there and listen to each other. So just put in highlights, keywords, that would be fine. And you can come back and add more to your notes at any time later. You can even add videos and photos later. So don't worry about taking note into too details at the moment. Yeah. So
Thank
if
you.
everyone's ready.
Yes, any questions or clarifications? We have 30 minutes, Kin, for this session. Yeah.
So if everyone's ready, I'm gonna put you into group now, and we give quite a spacious time for this. So I hope you can go deep into what you have done and how it was for you. Actually, I think I'm gonna put 25 minutes because we are going a little bit behind schedule. Okay. And enjoy the conversation. DJ, can you join group 4, please? No,
Louis,
group 3.
shall I go to 3?
Group 3, yeah, sorry.
3. Cool.
Thank you. Maitri, are you okay? Do you need support to go into group? Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Okay, so Amina, can you speak now, or I
Sure,
see that
Kim.
you are speaking. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on two devices. It's a little takes me a while to show up. Yeah, thank you. So yes, thank you everyone for the time you spent with your little bee friends in your new hives. And I'm sure we've created a lot of interesting thoughts and synergies. And so Ken, also asking you, our harvesting is now, is it going to be 20 minutes? Or we're going straight into our updates?
No, we do have time.
How much time do we have right now?
Let me quickly check.
It seems like we about
Yeah, we
10
have
minutes.
15. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you. So yes, the invitation now for us is really to come back into the bigger group and to, I think, to bring out patterns that have worked for us and to share some challenges that we have overcome and what solutions we found to them. And also continue to share challenges that we face, whether they're personal challenges, community challenges, challenges because of environment and weather. And if there is a specific need that you have that you feel this community can support you with, then please, the invitation is to share that need, and let's see how we can find a collective solution. So whoever feels ready to share in this bigger group is welcome to. We could also go group wise. So we had 4 groups, and we could, the simpler thing would be just for group 1 to share a bit, and then group 2 and so on, or whichever group is feeling ready. So anybody feeling ready? Maybe Yang Li, would you like to share a bit from your group? I'm just tuning into everybody's energies to see who's. Yes, Yang Li, thank you.
Okay. Hello everyone. I have something to share. You know, we once had 12 communities in mainland China, but due to the government, they don't understand us, and they don't like the community life like us without no traditional family. So we destroyed our communities one after another, and they disband us to go back to the original life, but we because we love the new lifestyle, our community life, so we work in the city and accumulate more money, and we rebuild our communities again and again. But the government, they not only forcibly disband our communities, but also they don't allow us to go out, to go abroad, to China. Yeah, to go abroad from China. So we still have more than 100 brothers and sisters in China, but we don't want to build communities in mainland China. But now they don't allow us to go out. So
Now, in Thailand, we have 2 branches. We have 2 communities, but we only have 5 members. We need more members.
Have you or your community experienced such situation in your country, or how?
Maybe only in China.
How do you solve such problem? Thank you.
Yes, I see that Tian Tian from Sunshine is nodding his head.
Tian Tian
Yeah.
is also from China.
Yes.
Sunshine Ecovillage.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to hear about your accent and your story. I think it's a very special question with a special situation in our country. Yeah, and we also facing the same kind of thing. Yeah. And I think, let's say we see the local people and the government as a part of the natural environment. Yeah, like we are one kind of one kind of animal, and they are another kind. Yeah, just living together in the nature. Yeah. And they have their needs, and
they have their role to play.
We love to coexist with them, but they don't like to coexist with us.
Maybe it's not the right time now.
Yeah.
In the future, they will understand us.
Yeah. I think it's 我们直接说中文吧，我们用母语交流吧。
但是他们听不懂呀。English, please.
Oh, English, please. Okay.
我们私下可以讲。
Yeah. And welcome to come to Sunshine Ecovillage, and we can have some more communication.
Yeah. That will be great. Yeah.
And yeah, I think it will be better in the future. Yeah, our country is not
in the future. And we just do the thing we need to do, the right thing we want to do, and believe in the Tao, the arrangement of the Tao. Everything will be better in the world. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
And welcome everyone. Come Thailand.
Yeah, welcome.
Visit our community here. We only have 2 members, but we have a large area.
Garden.
Yes, and we have room for we have rooms for
the visitors.
Yeah, for the visitors.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Yang Li. I think it will be nice for you to list yourself as a community or a project with Gen. Have you been able to do that? The Global Ecovillage Network. Their
already add the project to Gen.
Okay, super. So we can maybe in the GENOA circle share your invitation for people around the world who want to experience transition. That's something that we are also working in the Philippines, Carla and I, with Kai Farms, which we started as a permaculture farm. And how do we really transition it now into an eco-village in a community space? So I think this could be also a theme that's emerging among our communities, is those who've already done a bit of regeneration work, what's next for them? And how do they grow into a proper eco-village and a community? And I think interaction between eco-villages, or maybe even trying, twinning project, it's something that Gen has, that 2 eco-villages can work together to support. So for example, Sunshine Eco-Village exists already in China, and then you're out of China. So it could be an internal-external collaboration till the Tao aligns, and then there's the divine time, right? But till then we have to keep working. And like I don't know if Benjamin is still here. Benjamin is from Gen International. And he's always gently reminding us that the Ecovillage movement is actually like a spiritual movement, right? You cannot push it, but you have to stay very invested in it. And you have to do it for the future generations, as like Kin started in the beginning with the poem. So if we stay focused with that, I think time and our efforts will definitely reap and harvest great sweet nectar for us. So anybody else that's facing a challenge and then they would like to share, and we could collectively see if we have resources to support you. Yes, Kajosi.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. Yeah, I'm Kajos again from Kakuma Refugee Camp in Kenya. Here in our Ecovillage, we do just train people on permaculture. As I said, I shared, and my friend Maxud shared also before. Yeah, but the challenges that we are facing is about tools. It's a bit hard to find tools to train people. We found that we'll be having maybe a practical, but to find out those tools to use in a practical is a bit hard. And also after the training, we do advise the trainees to start their small gardens in their compounds so that it may help their families. But you found that there is also a big challenge of maybe watering the gardens, because we do give them the jerrycans, but it's not also good for them to use the jerrycan for the water to drink and at the same time to watering the gardens. So we found that it is better that we give them like watering cans so that they may use it to watering the gardens instead of using the jerrycans for water to drink. And also other things like seeds, hooves, pangas, and other things. So we found that to find these tools really become a challenge. And also in terms of peace campaign, peace awareness in the community, also we found that there is also other barriers in terms of refugees, as I said, are struggling in terms of food. That is why we decided to grow food as first priorities. Now, once you call people in gathering without anything, you will find that the person from the morning up to the time that you call them, maybe it's evening time, they didn't even take something, they didn't eat something. So to just sit up from the time that you set it, maybe 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, you find that everyone is starting disappearing. So what they require a bit refreshment, maybe even water, because also we have problem with water here, maybe just biscuit or milk, so that they may use to feel comfortable to continue with the discussion. So we found all those small things become a bit challenge to us, for us to move smoothly. So this is the challenge that we are having in terms of our project. Thank you.
Thank you, Kajosi. As you were speaking, I was, thinking of Perma Youth, and Eve is here from Perma Youth, and they actually are working with communities in Kakuma. Eve, Kajosi is from Kakuma. He runs an organization called DES, Development and Empowerment of Society, and there are about 15 members. And Kajosi, Perma Youth does a lot of online education in permaculture. Maybe Eve, you could connect with Kajosi and see if there are any other practical tools or motivational tools or support that we can lend together, and GENOA is happy to support that if need be. Any thoughts from you, Eve?
Hello.
That would be great. We would love to help in any way we can. We do, if you just look up in Google permute.org, you can get connected through there, and I can put it in the chat if you like, the link, and you can come to the festivals and you can talk to either myself or Maya who runs Permute, and we can maybe set up something that could help you in your organization.
Thank you. Thank you, Eve.
Oh, sorry.
So we are nearly on time. Hello.
You would need to mute one of your devices, Amina.
Yes, is this better? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
fine.
Sure.
May I say some challenges that we are doing in Bangladesh? So I already explained a little bit regarding our activities, but now I would like to focus on some challenges under our Ecovillage activities. So here we are promoting the agroecology, agrofarming, and also the organic farming activities under our Ecovillage. But the big challenge is that some peoples, most of the peoples are focusing on the hybrid or hybrid seed cultivation like that, which is included with the chemicalized farming system. But we are focusing the native seed preservation system, and because after a long time, the farmers will go to griefs of the seed companies or like that, because they have a full package like the seed, chemicals, and day by day the seed and the chemicals are prices increasing. So our farmers are losing their native seeds. So we are focusing how the farmers preserve their native seed, and we established a native seed bank in our region. But the problems and challenges that the production, one things that the native seed production and organic farming production is not much more compared with the hybrid production. So this is one challenge. So the farmers are always interested to produce the hybrid seeds using the hybrid seeds and the hybrid production and chemicalized farming system. So now we are motivating, but this is the big challenge. And another challenge is that if the farmers will produce the organic farming and the market price, how they can define the which one is organic and which one is the chemicalized. So it's really difficult for the customers to identify that, and who will certify this is organic and this is the chemicalized. So this is the big challenges, and how we can add the environmental value with this production system. So now we are facing this big challenges, this organic farming systems, and now we are also conducting the integrated mangrove aquaculture activities. So farming, this is the so most of this marketing and value adding system is a big challenge. And another thing is that we are also promoting the Ecovillage, promoting the ecotourism activities in that area. So the local people are not much skilled at their marketing activities. So now we are looking how we can get support for marketing these marketing facilities of to promote their ecotourism activities, because they have some nice facilities, but sufficient guest is not, or traveler is not available. So they are not getting the much return for their facilities like that. So this is some quick, I just explained quick challenges that we are facing under our Ecovillage activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Thank you. If there's anybody in the group who wants to respond to that, but I think there's a lot of interesting support that we can together bring to you at GENOA. And I think just celebrating our togetherness for all the, I think the challenges that we face today are actually making us more of ourselves and taking our projects to their highest purpose. So celebration is really our theme for today, and we could stay connected to support each other and to collectively continue to share offline. I'll be happy personally to to help Maqsood Ecovillage from lessons learned from India and permaculture and seed saving. And I also see that Reena has something to say. So Reena, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, about the certification of organic produce, this is really a problem because the documentation is really, voluminous, and the trust, you don't know whether the system is really protected from, from corruption or what. Something I learned from this biodynamic farmer Alex Podolinsky, they said in Australia, they started doing this process of certifying which is biodynamic and which is not. And then they realized you don't certify the produce, you certify the farmer. So this is where the human being comes into the picture. And this is where association becomes very important. The farmers have to know each other. You have to trust that you are really doing the thing, you are really doing biodynamic farming or organic farming. So it's the farmer who is certified to be biodynamically practicing the methods, and not so much the produce. And it ties up with, well, what I can contribute to our community is, the social ideas of Rudolf Steiner, who also started Waldorf education. And I guess one of the most radical ideas he has is that he doesn't associate salaries with work done. So I put the main quotes, I put it there, but essentially he said, if you start associating labor with salaries, you're treating the human being like a machine. So for him, you don't pay someone for what he did, but for what he needs to work, to live, I mean. So the example he gave was a shoemaker makes a pair of shoes. How much does he need so that he can feed his family until he can make another pair of shoes? So it has nothing to do with the shoes, but everything to do what he needs to live. And so that's something that's so difficult to implement. But the most important thing is this idea of associations, which I think is really the value of gatherings like this. We have to know each other. We are human beings, we become friends, and that's the foundation of our economic life. It's not capital, it's not profit, it's not resources. It's our ideas that we share with each other, and the resources mobilize around those ideas. So there's always this challenge of, oh, we don't have the budget for that. We don't have the budget for that. No, you're using the word budget wrong. Budget is declaring to the spiritual world, this is what we need. And then let's see how the spiritual world responds. So yeah, but anyway, my main contribution I wanted was this challenge of certifying what is organic or not, and establishing a reliable market for our produce. And one way is the economics that we've grown up is, they say it's the race to the bottom. Everybody's producing the same thing at the lowest price. Everybody's trying to get, to sell at the lowest price. But what we want is the right price. What is the right price that will feed the farmer, that will feed his family, that will take care of the environment? So we're not competing. So if somebody is already growing something well, you don't have to compete with that person by trying to make it cheaper. So the important thing is we connect as friends and help each other really find our destinies. And this is I just ended this quote from one of my teachers. He said that economic life is not dependent on productivity and profits, but on human beings able to meet their destinies by being of service to others. So it's like love is what makes the world go round. It's you're caring for somebody else that actually moves the economy. I mean, if you really have that caring, that's what motivates you to mobilize the resources around an idea. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I like one of your important point that you mentioned, that we need to certify the farmers. not to certify the product. This is very important, so you know each other. So I think this is just a starting point, and this organic system, because nowadays most of the peoples are focusing on the economy. Most of the people don't focus on the ecology. So our focus is ecology and economy, how we can coexist and we can balance. So if we focus on the only the economy, then the production system is high and high and high. And ecology, if you would like to balance, then the driving, the journey is slow and slow. So this is the things. So we are doing, we are starting here. So hope near future we can able to certify the farmers when they will fully motivated like that. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for that sharing. I think there's just so much richness that we are unfolding together. And we've been talking also in Kai Farms about how we can move into permaculture certification, or in the eco-village movements, can we certify eco-villages? And then every product that comes from there doesn't need a separate certification. And I think also just celebrating what Reena brought into the circle, which is really profound. Finally, everything is in service to spirit. And if we can stay connected to that, which is like the Tao of life, right? So together, let's celebrate our spirits and celebrate what the spirit is wanting to manifest, and not what we think through our, five senses should manifest. And that takes time, and that takes connection, and it's an everyday action. So let's continue to do that. And as we move forward, we want to now invite some cultural celebration and also some updates. So I'll hand over to Kin, and we will be live streaming on Facebook now for the last few minutes. So thank you once again, everyone, for participating in celebrations and reflections that will collectively heal us and move us forward as one family.
Thank you, Amina, and thank you, everyone. I do not want to end this conversation at all, but I think there's a many ways that we can follow up with this conversation. One of them is on our group that Luvian put in the chat, and also upcoming opportunities that we can meet and exchange and talk deeper with each other. And I really want to come back to the theme of celebration, because even in my small groups, I think that each of us are in a different terminal, a different stop of our own journey. And some of us might be living in community, some of us might not, or some are on the way of creating a communities, but all of us are doing our part in the healing and regeneration journey. And I just want to acknowledge that. I wish that I can hear the others in other groups as well, but I will read that in the padlock afterward. I just want to take this moment for all of us to really acknowledge what you did, and then the other friends, the other faces in this circle have done in our best potential of the last year and the years before that, and the next year we'll continue this path. And that's also part of the reason why we are here together, so that we can see if there's any connection we can make, any support that we can do to each other. So it's very important to follow up all of these information sharing and exchange. And we thank you for being here, for sharing your part, and for celebrating with others, even celebrating the achievements, but also the challenge. So, in order to really end this circle of celebration, I would love to invite maybe the youngest member of this circle, I think she is, to share with us a beautiful piece of poem that she wrote. And before that, we would like to live stream this part to get the poem together with the updates from Jen and GENOA, so that we have this logged on Facebook for other friends to rewatch it later. Some have left the conversation early, and thank you so much also for being here up until now. So DJ, if you're ready, we can go live. And if you can also get yourself ready for your poem. So here comes, we would like to share with you our very talented Eve, a slam poet. She is a member of GENOA, and she was also a member of REGENERATION, the education program in GENOA. And just to really celebrate all the beautiful work they have been doing, of the people in this Zoom room, but also of everyone, every members of the network who are not here in person as well. So I welcome you, Eve.
Thank you, Ken. It's such an honor to be here, and thank you everybody on Zoom and online on Facebook. Thank you for listening. So before we start, I'd like to do an acknowledgement of country. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Gubbi Gubbi people, traditional custodians of the land on which I sit today, and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. I recognise their continuing connection to the land and waters and thank them for protecting this coastline and its ecosystems since time immemorial. I extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. I'd also like to acknowledge my ancestral links to the Ngāti Porou people from Aotearoa. I believe that spoken word poetry connects individuals through words and verse, so I'd like to connect with you all today with a poem I have written called Knowledge of the Undergrowth. The world could turn to the soil for our survival if we let it. Working hand root with the shift of the seasons, the soil is restless. Are we so rigid and rooted for the need for success that branches are growing out of our heads in the guise of our ego, or like a game of chess? We sit and read books made from the skin of our past. A pine cone bounces off of the sun that we cast. The soil is at a loss by the refusal of mankind to believe they are part and parcel of the land they breathe. The fragrance of soil sings a song so sweet to our souls, drifting into our senses like flowers in buttonholes. Marching along fungal communication lines below the earth, stem to stem, connecting everything from death till rebirth. Instead of flowers and bees, money grew from our seeds, the food we eat laden with processed sugars that exceeds, lacking the depth and breadth of healthy soil, encouraging farmers to no longer plough but gently grow topsoil. We deprive the gardens of its trees, we swell and conjure up soups of chemicals to tame the weeds. We strip the landscapes of its language and falling leaves, the charge of red taken by the wind as it grieves. Barks quiver at the sight of an axe as they embrace their circles of time. Decayed literature makes the richest of soils at its prime. Laid stumped at the same height as the ground, woods may be cut short, but soon sprouted new life can be found. New roots wake up like the radical thoughts in my mind. Whispers and chatters I hear from the creatures of the underground. Soil is my dark encasing, sinking bed where I scuttle free from the explosion of my dread, where I share the same soil, share the same knowledge of the undergrowth. Whatever we produce can come back in the circle of life, for we have fueled the starting fires and are the cause of the weather's strifes. Don't you see? The soil is the beginning of us all, I kid you not. Minerals, moisture, the movement of the ants, tickling feelings long forgot. A measure of kindness can be found. Gently lay our hearts out to give back to the ground, working to prevent the nightmares they water you with. Acidic showers they rain, let us remove the rusted skin and connect with what is found within. We are like the weeds, wild, proud, and standing tall. Inhale and exhale the soil's health before roll call. Now I lay down on the floor of the forest I so adore, realizing in the stillness I am home where I belong. My form can no longer be contained, shape sifting in response to the moans, the creaks, the aches, and the dreaming of the Renaissance. While I lay listening, I grow flowers in my wake, and I thank the soil for who I am and who I am not. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Eve. Such a beautiful song, beautiful poem. It's just like the song to me. It really highlights a connection to the earth and highlights whatever we're doing to us, ourselves, and we're doing to the Mother Earth, as we are her and she is us. Thank you so much. And just like that, every regenerative deeds and works that we are doing, we are not only doing it for ourselves, for our communities, but for the earth and for all as one. So with that, we would love to also share with you some of the regenerative work that the community of GENOA has been doing lately, and some of the invitations for you to participate, to join hands with us, to continue this, to grow this global network of regeneration, and to really amplify our impact together, both in the inner and also in the outer regeneration journeys. So first up, I would love to invite Amina to share with you about the Green Unconference that we have just hosted in the Healing Circle.
Thank you, Kin. Should we just share the slide? Yeah, thank you. So yes, just celebrating all the work that we are doing together as a community of friends. The Green Unconference is a gathering that takes place once in every 2 years. It is something that was started by Carla, my friend in the Philippines, and myself and our circle of friends in the Philippines. And this year, in 2021, we had the opportunity to take this online and also synchronize it with the COP26. And it was a journey of nearly 2 weeks, 13 days, where we traveled together to experience transitions. As we all acknowledge that the world is transitioning, and we are transitioning from our inner worlds, and how can we align ourselves and our projects to transition into a safe and healthy place together, and how can we support ourselves as a community. So it was a very enriching experience. We shared many projects and many people from different parts of the Philippines and India and some parts of Japan and Australia, and essentially the Oceania and Asia region. And the next Green Unconference is going to be in 2 years, and we invite all of you who are interested to please join our journey. Another offering that the Green Unconference has is that we are also planning physical transition journeys to places that are now becoming portals of transition and regeneration. So in the Philippines, we're going to be working with MAD Travels to take you to projects in the Philippines that we showcased in the Green Unconference. So if you're interested, please get in touch with us at GENOA, and we will be able to facilitate some ecotourism and Ecovillage tourism to places of regeneration. And so we thank all our partners, GENOA, Kai Farms, Kids for Kids, Local Lab from Surigao, and all our collaborators and co-travelers who made this journey possible, and who are really reinforcing that to really move into a regenerative place, we need to connect to each other and our work. And that's the only way we'll be in a whole system space of transition. So anybody interested in becoming part of the Green Unconference community, please stay in touch with us. And another thing that we are offering as a gift from the GENOA community to the world of regeneration is the Healing Circle. We had our first Healing Circle on the 19th of this month, which was New Moon. And we're going to continue to meet every full moon and every new moon, and continue to create spaces of inner regeneration. As we know, all our projects in the physical world are actually just mirrors of our inner life. So as we gather and we together make our inner lives more radiant and more healed, our projects will automatically reflect that. And to come together as a community of light beings and healers is really the highest calling for the evolution of mankind. So please support our Healing Circle, share its information, and sign up. We will share our Humanitics link with you, where you can sign up for the Healing Circle. The next one is on 4th of December, which is New Moon. So look forward to seeing you there. And now over to Kin to share some and celebrate some of the other projects.
Thank you, Amina. And I really want to celebrate the first Healing Circle that we had last week. It was really beautiful. and cozy and transformative. So I hope to see more members of the network at the next healing circles that we're going to host every month. And on the line of education, we are at the final touch of building the regeneration program, the second cycle, and it's going to start in early 2022. And this is a learning program that I would love to invite everyone in the network to join and to share with people who might need it. So it's a learning journey through the 5 areas of regeneration. Through social, cultural, economic, ecology, and whole system design. And it's also an incubation lab. So that's where you can develop projects and get coaching, gets mentorship from the thinkers and doers of our region of Oceania and Asia. So we feature the practices that are being done in our region, particularly with speakers and trainers from the region. And we are also trying to raise funds so that we can bring some scholarship to projects in Oceania and Asia. So stay tuned for more updates of the information of the course and of any available scholarship as well. And we are planning to host a fundraising party in December, which is going to be very soon, and we'll announce it to the network. So just keep an eye out for that. And this fundraising event, the party, it's really about music, about celebration, about poems, but at the same time, it will raise funds for scholarships so that more people can join this regeneration education program. So if you're interested and want to hear more about the program, you can see the interest form link at the bottom of the page there. So that's our big news that we're gonna launch at the end of this year and beginning of the next year. And this is really a baby of GENOA, our EDE version, the Ecovillage Design Education Program version of GENOA. So we hope to welcome you in this journey very soon. And just to close this updates from GENOA, I would love to invite DJ also to share an upcoming project that we are brewing that would involve eco-villages around the region. So DJ.
Yeah, thank you, Ken. So this project, tiny little project, it is so fresh that we didn't even have a chance to put it on our presentation today for you. So we are thinking of, and we are brewing a part of this project, which is going to be a series of videos introducing and talking about. It's a conversation about, some of us from GENOA will have a conversation with up and coming eco-villages, eco-communities, possibly even social businesses. So the dialogue will be structured in a way where we want to try and align it with the map of regeneration, try and also identify what is working well, what might not be working so well, and also if we have a chance to explore some of those blind spots. So we would love to invite everyone here and also whoever who is viewing us on Facebook or YouTube to, if you are interested in being a part of this Ecovillage video series, we will be going live next year in January or February. And if you are interested, please get in touch with us, write to us on genoa@ecovillage.org, or just simply message us on Facebook or our Instagram. Yeah, that is an open invitation for all up and coming eco projects, eco villages. Yeah, that is it for the update. You can also connect with us through all these contact information on your screen from Facebook, Instagram, our website, and also our email. We also have some fabulous newsletters that we have created over the last few years. Lubian is also here. he is the one who is compiling the newsletter, our communications manager. So if you want to also feature a story or two or give us some news updates from your eco projects, please also reach us on any of these modes of communication to get your article or your information published on our GENOA monthly newsletter. Yes, that's it from my end. I think maybe we can do a quick round of closing. Yeah, thank you. Am I off spotlight? Okay, wonderful. So it's been a year of up and down. It's been a year of learning and also unlearning. It's been also a year of a lot of opportunity, a lot of chances, a lot of positions and points for us to really engage in the work that we do in a wider scale. So just want to invite each of us to think of a word. So you can close your eyes if you would like to, but just think of a word that will best describe the wonderful things that happened to you this year. Some word that is resonating strongly with you to celebrate this year, this calendar year. You can take a moment to think about it. You can take a moment to reflect on your year. And when you're ready, I invite you to share this word to the call. You can unmute yourself when you're ready and you can share the word. I feel like when we've done with sharing our words, then I think we can close our session for the day. And yeah, if anyone is feeling called to share their word of celebration, please feel free. I see Rina unmute herself.
Trust.
Trust. Thank you, Rina. Amina on the chat is saying grace. Thank you, Amina.
Collaboration.
Vibration. Is that what did I get that correctly, Zola?
Collaboration.
Collaboration. Thank you.
High vibration.
Thank you.
Superpower.
Thank you so much. Superpower. And Maggie in the Zoom chat says integration. Thank you, Maggie.
You also have creation and living in the chat from Youngler and Eve.
So, and my word for this year is regeneration.
Mine, it's adaptation.
Mine is growth.
Mine is reconnecting.
Mine is fearless.
Organic.
Yeah, mine is good collaboration.
And Maksud on the chat is saying organic. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Rina from the Zoom chat is also sharing gratitude. I believe all of us have gone with our words. I think that's it. Maybe we can just take 1 more minute to absorb all these wonderful words and really try and send some energy to our group and everyone who's joining us from around the world. As we close our community calls for the year 2021, we will be back with our community call in January next year. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us. We are going to be off on live Facebook.